The confrontation between Moses and Pharaoh had reached its breaking point. 9 plagues had struck Egypt, yet Pharaoh's heart remained proud. The Nile had bled, the land had groaned under frogs and darkness, the livestock had fallen, the skies had thundered, and still Pharaoh hardened his will. Now the Lord pronounced the final judgment, one that would pierce the very heart of the nation. God declared to Moses, "Yet 1 plague more I will bring upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterward he will let you go from here. When he lets you go, he will drive you away completely." Exodus 11:1. This last act of judgment would not end with negotiation, but with Pharaoh's desperate expulsion of Israel. Moses, standing before Pharaoh, proclaimed the word of the Lord. "About midnight I will go out in the midst of Egypt, and every firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sits on his throne, even to the firstborn of the slave girl who is behind the handmill, and all the firstborn of the cattle." Exodus 11:4-5. A cry of anguish would rise in Egypt like none before it. But among the people of Israel not even a dog would growl. Exodus 11:6-7. The distinction was total and divine, between those under judgment and those under the protection of God. But before the plague fell, God instituted a sign both of deliverance and of covenant identity, the Passover. He spoke to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, setting this month as the first of the year for Israel. Exodus 12:2. On the 10th day each household was to take a lamb without blemish, a male a year old, and keep it until the 14th day. Then as evening came, the lamb would be slaughtered. The people were to take its blood and smear it on the 2 doorposts and the lintel of each house. Exodus 12:7. That night, the flesh of the lamb was to be roasted with fire and eaten with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. Exodus 12:8. The meal held profound symbolism. The unleavened bread spoke of haste, the bitter herbs of bondage, and the lamb's blood of protection. For the Lord declared, "The blood shall be a sign for you on the houses where you are, and when I see the blood I will pass over you, and no plague will befall you to destroy you, when I strike the land of Egypt." Exodus 12:13. This act of faith marked the households of Israel, sparing them from judgment. The instructions were exact and lasting. This Passover was not only for the night of deliverance but for generations to come, a memorial feast. "This day shall be for you a memorial day, and you shall keep it as a feast to the Lord. Throughout your generations, as a statute forever, you shall keep it as a feast." Exodus 12:14. 7 days, they would eat unleavened bread, removing all leaven from their houses, for leaven symbolized corruption and must not be found among God's redeemed. Exodus 12:15. Thus